Hi everybody, Ian Bremmer here, around your world in 180 seconds. Have your questions on my phone lined up and we're ready to go. Number one, what's left to sanction with Russia, and have existing sanctions been effective? There's very little left to sanction with Russia that the Americans and their allies want to sanction. I mean, you could try to cut off Russian oil exports to, say, India, but no one wants to do that because that would cause a global recession. Food, fertilizer, same thing. At the end of the day, the sanctions that the West can put on Russia without a massive impact to themselves and the world, they've already put. But because Biden said there'd be hell to pay if anything happened to Navalny in jail, and he's dead now, and it's pretty clear the Russians, the Kremlin killed him, that means they have to sound tough. But ultimately, the only thing that is changing Russian behavior is the provision of significant military support to the Ukrainians, and that is determined by U.S. Congress going forward. Is Israel preventing humanitarian aid from reaching Gaza? Certainly that is the case. And they've been very reluctant to allow significant humanitarian aid to get into Gaza. Their view is that a lot of that aid would be taken by Hamas, and there's very limited capacity to stop Hamas from doing it. It's a terrorist organization. Most of the rest of the world says, yeah, even if that's the case, you've got a couple of million civilians in Gaza whose homes have been destroyed, who've been displaced and have no other way to live unless you provide them with support. And in very short order, the principal danger to civilians in Gaza will be humanitarian and will not be the war. That's how bad the humanitarian crisis is getting, even though the war fighting continues to go on. Why is Julian Assange in the news today? Well, because he is facing one of his last opportunities to avoid extradition to the United States. He's in the UK right now. He's wanted on almost 24 criminal charges by the United States in regard to he and his organization putting out classified material and diplomatic cables over 10 years ago. Those are serious crimes from the United States, but supporters of Assange are all about, look, this is putting truth to power. It's shining a light on massive human rights abuses, and if it wasn't for Assange, people wouldn't know about those abuses. It's kind of the same thing people have been saying about Snowden. There is a massive political debate that we can't finish in 180 seconds, but that's why Assange is in the news. We will see what the High Court rules. That's it for me, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.